if you didn't have text to speech. It was developed a load just as a result.
Morse code.
Yeah.
Morse code. You can't sit there and do Morse code. Be there all day.
Yeah,
We'll figure it out.
You're like, I will figure it out.
Just, for the listeners.
What constitutes a hero? Is it helping an old lady cross the street? Helping a lady street cross the olds? Being a hero is complex. Welcome to Hero Complex, the podcast all about deciding who's a hero and who's a zero. With me, as always, the two heroes of mine, Hugh Peacock.
Hello.
And Adam Green.
Hello.
Good to be back, boys.
Good to be back.
Yeah.
There's a storm going on.
There is.
Is there?
Yes. The storm's gone on for 6 weeks now.
Well,
And there's still a storm.
could be the next couple of storms. So,
Yeah, exactly. You guys prepared? You put wood on the windows?
battens, hatches, etc. Yeah.
I've put glass in the windows, so that's a good upgrade.
You used to have the cling film thing like a rundown car.
It used to flap in the wind.
Yeah.
Mostly duct tape.
When the flap would go over a certain speed. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, yeah, I mean, you can't drive your flat anymore. Too many speeding tickets.
Yeah.
What was the course?
Yeah, it was all right.
Yeah.
They're all on Zoom now, the speed awareness courses.
Are they?
Too bad.
Which I think is quite insensitive.
Yeah, that's a bad name for a hosted platform for speed and awareness course.
You're trying to take the piss, mate.
But they like properly watch you. If you look away from the camera for too long, they'll fucking flag you up.
Yeah, exactly.
Did you have one recently?
Not recently, but I remember it.
Yeah. Every time you ask a question, you have to check in the mirrors. But
Did you? When did you do that? Like in lockdown?
It was after lockdown, but they're still doing it. I know that for sure.
Yeah.
On Zoom, yeah.
Oh, that's exciting.
Yeah.
yeah, when did we all got driving licenses? Just in case we take it on the road.
Yeah.
Driving license, yes. I can't actually find it, but I know I have it. A driving license is more of a kind of as long as it exists, you don't have to have it.
Like I lost mine, and I'm scared someone's used it and racked up points.
They still have to use your address.
Was that what those letters are? So
Well,
I thought it was chainmail.
What address did it have on it?
Oh, it had the parents' house.
Oh.
And I have the same name as my dad's, so he can't drive anymore. That can't be me. I don't have a car. It must be the old man.
Can you drive?
Yeah, well, legally, yeah.
Oh.
I'm not a good driver.
All right.
Not me.
I've seen no evidence of this whatsoever.
Well,
I've seen you drive loads.
Yeah,
Use car plenty of times.
I ran a car in 10 years.
I'm actually better after 10 or 15 pints.
Really stops your driving habit shaking.
It helps with the driver's also running up for you. Well, I haven't driven in 10 years, I don't think. I haven't had a car for 10 years.
No? What car did you have?
I had 2 Renault Clios in a row.
Yeah.
One from 1994, one from 2004. And then I skidded on some ice and then the axle twisted. Apparently that breaks the car.
Yeah, it would do.
So, and then I left it to rust over winter while I was trying to find a mechanic. So the car was just basically fucked.
Yeah.
Completely. But also the alarm kept going off, but I didn't know. Because every time I left the flat, I'd have my earphones in. So I'd never heard the car alarm. But that apparently this went on for a month. And then someone else in the building I lived in came knocked on my door. Was like, "Do you have the blue Renault Clio outside?" I'm like, "Yes, I do. I'm proud of my car." Like, "Oh, this is probably a date." Like, can you tell it to shut up? I was like, "What do you mean?" And I went outside for the first time in a month without earphones in. I was like, "Has this been going on for a month?" They're like, "Yeah, it just keeps blaring the alarm for a month." Oh. And there wasn't enough power to like turn off the alarm, so I had to just unplug a lot of the stuff in my car.
And then did it get robbed because it had no alarm? Or
No, well, a lot of people tried to rob it, but I mean, so how rusty it wasn't. They actually, I'm going to court for a lot of dead criminals trying to drive my car away from the car park. You can't leave the axle twisted. It seems like a trap to kill criminals. Well, yeah, we'll be running away from the storm soon enough in our vehicles.
No, I don't have a car at the minute either, but yeah, I can drive in theory.
Yeah.
Like my driving license, it did exist.
Yeah.
It exists.
Yeah, little fun tip. If you change your address, you only need to spend a tenner to get a new driver's license.
That's all right, actually.
It's not the funniest thing I've ever said.
Yeah.
I didn't change the address. I think my address is still it might have been at my old house. I don't know.
I changed mine to Irish, back again to Irish, so I couldn't get points. So
Yeah.
Oh, that's clever. Yeah.
The Irish one just comes with points, right?
well,
You must be one of the few people in Ireland who actually has a driving license
no,
and
everybody,
isn't just,
most people have it.
Trying
But a lot of people like my mom's generation just didn't have to do tests. That seems to be a big thing. They just gave them licenses.
They just gave birth.
They just gave birth, yes.
Or a random pair of glasses from the spectator. I don't know.
What else you been up to? Anything exciting?
How much do you want to riff?
Lots.
Lots. Still, we're in the middle of Patrick Brosnan birthday month.
Yes.
I believe we talked about the party in between the last 1 and 4 episodes.
Your wife wasn't.
Well, we started the restaurant. I don't want to talk about her today just for the sake of continuity. We don't know if we're courting or married at this point. And where we are on the foundation of the restaurant.
No, you've set it up and it's not going well.
Well, it's not going well, or I predict it won't go well. But the marriage is saved, I hope, or it hasn't, I fear. But went to Brazilian churrascaria for my birthday.
Yeah.
You familiar with the concept here?
What is this?
It's where people come around with meat on sauce.
Oh, yes, of course.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And they do that until you feel like a bit unwell.
Yeah.
They just keep giving you meat.
And it's great.
100%.
And they try and trick you by saying, go and have some salad and bread at the beginning.
Yeah.
But don't
I
fall for
love
that.
the salad and bread there.
Don't fall. You fall for that
It's the
every
only
time.
bar that has lasagna.
Yeah, it has full blown lasagna. You can have-
Lasagna, stroganoff.
Where is this? What?
Yeah, it's a Brazilian churrascaria. The one we go to is Toro in Kensal Green.
Right.
Me and Anna have been there for a while for some birthdays.
Nice.
But if you look up, there's one new brand called Frog of the Shao. There's a few about.
Preto as well.
Preto's the main one.
They do it. It's great. Yeah. But and then they try and get you to eat chicken hearts as well.
Oh, chicken hearts are great because you get the soul of the chicken and become stronger.
Yes.
Ironically, becoming less like a chicken.
Yeah. It'd be better if you killed it in combat, but someone did.
You remember your days well as a cockfighter.
Yeah, exactly. Well, I was a cockfighter myself, which no one made any money over the bet. But who's going to win? Probably the human.
He's going to get scratched up pretty bad, but he will smoke that.
Especially when it gets to the spear. Yeah, weapons are right. Yes, it's a weapons match.
Yeah, fair enough.
But the restaurant was good. Say we were about Brazilian restaurants. There's basically get unlimited lasagna and chips, or Sunday afternoon while someone gives you sirloin steak.
That classic Brazilian meal.
Lasagna
and French fry.
Yeah, Brazil, as we know, shares the same cuisine as Park Cafe in the mid 1980s.
Chips is how they'll get you as well. That's a cheap item to make.
Yeah.
Give me more lasagna. Extra lasagna and lasagna.
No, you don't want a lasagna. You want a fresh meat.
meat.
Yeah, they bring round fillet steaks.
Oh, right.
Yeah, pepper.
But
You're
you're full of lasagna, and that's how they trick you. Because £30 a head for just some lasagna and chips, it's not great.
No.
But if you get to like 3 fillet steaks, which you can do,
You can do.
play your cards.
You have to just wait a long time because I'm assuming they're bringing around cheap cuts in between.
Yeah,
Yeah. Stuff like chicken and like, get the fuck out of here. What is this? A chicken shop? And they said that. You're a comedian, yeah? What is this? A chicken shop? I've got a bunch of chickens. You mean like cows? Yeah. My waiter was an ex-improv guy.
He had you on every
He had me, yeah. Yes, and where's the meat? A disgraceful sentence, I need a location. Here. Ruin the show.
What about you? What you been up to?
Not much. I was standing outside the show at my old rugby club, Harrow Rugby Club. Shout out to them. A few of them said they listened. So, sorry about the last 10 minutes.
This is okay. Sorry, should we just talk about rugby stuff? How's your fly half?
Didn't like any of that. Okay. Yeah. So did that show on Saturday. That was fun. And other than that, not really much to report. I don't know. Adam broke the table.
I could break a table, Adam.
I feel as though
how'd that
I
go?
got drunk with Patrick recently.
I don't know. It all blurs, man.
Friday night we got drunk together.
Just me.
Yeah, by the canal.
Oh, just don't.
Me and Pat had a romantic stroll by the canal. We had a romantic stroll by the canal. We had a bottle of wine.
Podcasts are supposed to be sort of. Well, I wish I was like them. No, we shared a can, but no, don't drink by the canal.
Okay, I'm sorry. It wasn't it was candlelight dinner by the canal.
Canal like dinner. So very little light, very little dinner. God,
Why wasn't I invited for this canal drinking?
You're not drinking at the moment.
yeah, you're not drinking. What are you going to do by the canal?
Adam, you've never come as far as Angel just to see us. We have to go to you. That's the dynamic.
I'd come to Angel.
Now the listeners know which canal.
Oh, yeah. I'll be swamped.
Yeah, they were thinking, what is it, Suez? No, it's the one in Angel.
You're going to upgrade to Swamp. Ooh, nice.
Yeah.
Yeah, so drinking by the canal.
Yeah, the highlight of the week.
I enjoyed it. I won't be ashamed for that.
I'm not being ashamed, just... I mean, we kind of do that every week. We can't bring it up every week. What we're doing this time, drinking by the canal.
I think that we could be... Yeah, this could be our thing. This could be our niche. Drinking by the canal.
Yeah, how are you going to open that can now?
Someone give me something... a lighter.
Shut up. Zoom in on that. How he's fucked up this.
Don't zoom in on that.
You just exposed the canal can. I get to expose that. Right. Now that we're all friends, let's get on to the concept of the podcast. And spoilers.
Cans by the canal.
Yeah. Canal versus can. Yeah. Drinking in a pub versus the canal. Which is a bigger hero? Now we'll go on to who we brought off. And spoilers for the episode. One of us has done it again.
Which one of us?
You can decide which. Yeah.
We'll figure it out.
You're like
I will figure it out.
like a caveman trying to figure out a pin.
I will figure it out.
For the listeners.
That's great for the audio.
Yeah, for the listeners only, Hughes managed to rip the can opener bit off a can, and now it's just
That's
trying to smash
Yeah,
the
this one.
can open.
This is a lost cause.
I'm gonna figure it out. No, it's getting drank, I can assure you. Just don't pay attention to it.
Just give it to the Salvation Army and be done with it. So what heroes have we picked today? Let's start with Hugh.
For me this week, I've chosen a very, very old school hero, a hero of ancient times. If ever I decide to move away from Catholicism, I'm going to go for ancient Greek religion, I think. That's my favorite. Their stories are rich, and so I'm going with Prometheus.
Oh, you're finally going for
Yes,
Prometheus.
yes.
Finally gone
Come up before.
He's come up before. And Adam, who have you chosen? Which hero have you chosen this week?
I don't like the sound of this.
I've chosen a genuine hero. He was once voted in the top 100 Britons of all time. He is a master of science. He went to both Oxford and Cambridge, so it's probably the most obnoxious person you'd ever meet at a party. I am, of course, talking about Stephen Hawking before he went on the island.
Okay, right.
Wait, no, hold on.
Right. So this is the thing we are. Can we do before the island?
No, we can't.
I didn't think
I'm not-
so, right?
No, 100% no.
Can we pick Jeffrey Epstein before the island?
Famous financier, Jim.
Yeah. 42nd President Bill Clinton before the island.
So, I mean, look, he's not been a perfect guy, but I think he is a hero. He brought science into the mainstream with the brief history of time.
He brought science
into the mainstream.
What?
Yeah.
Complete-
No one
nonsense.
had ever.
I would say school teachers did.
No. Have you ever? Do you even remember a school teacher you've got? Because I don't.
Mr. O'Brien taught me physics.
Yeah. Well, I can't remember any physics.
Dr.
teacher.
Chakraborty.
Yeah. So his book was not in the bestseller list for over 4 years. Heroic.
That's
Well, it was not. It was not in the bestseller list
It was on the bestseller list.
for over 4
my
years.
guy was on
Over 4 years.
was on the best
Yeah.
fucking vase list for about 1,000 years.
That book, you know that book about it's sad to be a doctor. What's it called? By Adam Kay or something, right?
Oh yeah.
Oh, this is
gonna hurt.
That's been on the bestseller list for 40 years. and that's just about isn't surgery bad?
No,
Like-
it was top of the bestseller list.
That has
Yeah, but so is this one.
nothing at all.
237 weeks.
Yeah, and I tell you what else was how he was doing while that was fucking going on.
Yeah.
He was molested. He was out there molested.
He wasn't molested. He couldn't be molested. He had motor neuron disease.
He was
I'm
always
not saying
shagged.
he was
He
molested.
cheated on his wife. So he's obviously shagged.
Well, we need to have an order to this.
No.
Yeah.
I gotta shut this down.
I've also got it here that the nurse that he cheated on his wife with,
Yeah.
or left her for, was 39 years younger than.
I take it
Yeah.
back. He's a legend.
But how?
But he cheated on her as well, I think.
So I'm just wondering if we're going back to if we can go before or after the island.
He was already dubious.
I don't know when this was in 2006. He divorced and got with someone 39 years younger than him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So she's
I think
not
this is-
underage, but
So she wasn't underage. Okay.
but he does like women younger than.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know if you heard this. Because I heard this. I don't know if it's a rumor or if it's something that they've just put in the internet for me. But apparently he was like into vertically challenged ladies. And
Who's
he would
Stephen
make
Hawking?
like try and solve equations on whiteboards that were slightly too high for him. I'm not making this up.
No,
I swear to God, this is on the internet right now.
Well, we'll get we'll
How did you know that?
I don't know. I googled the right at the right time.
Yeah, you mistyped vortex. I go with vertical challenge. All right, first question. Prometheus was tied to the side of a mountain that had his liver picked out.
Yeah.
By ravens every day, and it grew every day to be picked out by ravens again the next
It's
day.
leather.
His liver.
Liver. Right. Sorry.
And Stephen Hawking had motor neuron syndrome. Who do you think was afflicted more by the gods?
I'd say probably Prometheus, because every day it healed. That was the problem. It would heal up, and just as it healed, the raven would come again and cut him open. And so
Yeah, but let's forget, he was punished for, that's a joke, motor neuron disease isn't a punishment, it's something else. We shouldn't make light of that despite him
although in
being
Stephen Hawking's case, it might have been a preemptive, we got to slow this guy down.
Yeah,
He looks like he's up to no good.
yeah. This double university nerds might be up to...
He's clearly got some proclivities. And
Yeah.
let's see how fucking effective he can be as a molester on wheels.
Yeah. Molester hard modes.
Well, it's,
You usually need cheats on your... like that. He's 100% medium.
he did plenty of cheating. No, so was he afflicted by the gods? Well, he probably didn't believe in gods.
No, he famously doesn't, I believe.
Yeah, like pretty famously. So he wouldn't have said he was afflicted by the gods. But
That's why he did all the sinning.
yeah,
I hope to God he's being fucking picked apart now by a raven.
no, well, he didn't let himself get beaten down by his disease. He still managed to release books and do lectures and do TV
But some
shows.
people released...
Did he do anything
Remember
else?
that guy...
Went on holidays with like-minded friends. What's wrong with that?
Went go-karting. I thought it was mate
I'm interested in what Adam is considering. Like, the whole thing of the podcast is heroes.
Yeah, it's big hero of mine.
I would say using the word consider is doing a lot of weightlifting. I think I don't consider this at all.
So I didn't say this at the beginning, but this is yet another audience suggestion from David.
Once again, what
age
audience?
30 something. So what we have got an audience. They all keep calling us fat, but we have got an audience. And
Could you please stop in the comments?
If you have to comment,
just say, "Oh, he looks like he's lost a bit of
I
weight."
prefer Rubenesque.
rotund.
Yeah, so it was an audience.
Rotunds are like, that's not the word.
Kind of in between, and I don't like it.
So it was an audience suggestion. Shall I read out the whole email?
Oh, that's an email.
Okay.
Oh, God.
Dear The Hero Complex podcast, love your work. I love how you have to keep checking with the producer how long you've done on most episodes to then say, oh, that sounds like a short time. I thought this was ages. Anyway, as a physician, I'd like to put forward Sir Stephen Hawking, the little fella in the wheelchair.
Can I read that email?
Yeah, it's
It's great that you could.
Fantastic.
How can you teach me how to access emails in your notes app?
What I really like about Adam's acting there was he clearly found a thing that he doesn't like about the podcast where we check with the producer, but then he disregards the whole concept of the podcast. Like,
Every episode.
I tell you my hero for this week is Rommel. Really, very effective general.
Yeah.
So look,
Even on OJ Simpson.
Oh boy, did you see those rushing yards?
Yeah, won the Heisman Trophy twice.
This guy's incredible.
is the Naked Gun.
Say about that. Right.
No, what's Prometheus done?
No.
Prometheus
Whoa,
came-
that's the second question. Before we just get angry at Adam for doing what he does every time.
No.
Who do you think brought more into the world? Start of Prometheus, Age Before Beauty.
So Prometheus famously gave fire to humans, but
You could say he popularized fire.
what we don't famously know is that Prometheus also crafted humans in the ancient Greeks.
Yes.
And it was Zeus then gave them life. But he gave them life that they couldn't actually invent any idea. They had no ingenuity. They were just basically like sex dolls for Zeus at that time. And then Prometheus came along. Fire is more than just fire. It's God-like fire. It gave them the ability to think. So
Yeah,
in
the
Greek
spark of
yeah,
humanity.
exactly. So in the ancient Greek story, Prometheus did quite a lot for humanity, I would say.
And Adam, because you, by your words, Stephen Hawking popularized science.
Yeah, he did.
So what do we learn from his book, A Brief History of Space and Time?
So it's only a brief history of space and time. So we learned all about space and time. So people before Stephen Hawking,
Space or time?
people couldn't tell the time before Stephen Hawking.
Someone said you're a waste of both.
Oh, he's pouring a can. I can't get the high five I originally want.
No. I just want to know what your favorite bit is of the book.
I haven't read it all, but I've skimmed it.
Where do you see the long history of space?
So I've had a lot on.
Also known as the Bible.
Since he wrote it.
I think it has it in the beginning.
In the beginning, help me.
Listen, he invented science. He invented space, time. He explained all the stars. People didn't know what the stars were before he wrote a book about it. People were just like, what's that up there? I don't know. Let's get on with our day. But he said, no, there's stars there. Brian Cox wouldn't have a
Because who was before?
career.
Or Stephen?
I'll have to check the brief history of time.
Yeah.
But no one's reading.
The entire country of Greece.
Yeah.
Who's the first? Stephen Hawking was the first person to look into the sky and see a star. What are you talking about?
The Greeks who famously got their brains from old Prometheus. Yeah. Check and mate, my friend.
So he only gave the brains to the Greeks, whereas Stephen Hawking gave information to everyone alike.
Well, at that time, you have to understand there was only Greeks.
That doesn't.
I don't really know.
Well, there were Greek Mesopotamians, Byzantine.
They knew about the guys around them. Amazons. It was Amazons.
Yeah, they're doing big now.
Yeah. Well, according to the Portuguese, they only taught you how to eat other people, which is a slur. The Brazilians are not cannibals. I tell you, as a member, I've been to their restaurants. Not one person was served.
They fill you up with lasagna and chips before they bring round the
Not
people.
one person was served there.
Good God.
So I think he'd give more than Prometheus.
Well, I would have accepted this, even as an argument, not greater than Prometheus, but I might have accepted it a couple of weeks ago before he famously became a paedophile.
He didn't become a paedophile.
Sorry, I'd say probably infamously.
Yeah.
Infamously was uncovered as a paedophile.
Yeah, the paedophilia was in him all along.
Yes.
It's just, yeah.
Oh, yeah, he didn't become a... Yeah, he's not
Yeah.
grave.
I said he was uncovered.
No, you're
I
correct.
apologize. Yes. Oh, let's not bog ourselves down. If Stephen Hawking's legal team want to come and talk to me, let's have a chat. But
Well, unfortunately, we are upstairs. My legal team had the same...
Luckily, I think this falls under you can't slander the dead. So,
Really?
Yeah.
Well then.
So that Prometheus was
So the gods are the sons of the Titans. So the
Yeah.
sons of the Titans.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yes.
so it goes Titans, gods.
Man, one demi-hero sort of in between.
So that's like Hercules.
Yeah.
I think it's demigods.
Yeah. Perseus, that was another one.
Right.
Yeah.
Which has gained demigods after the
Odysseus.
adventures of this.
I think
Well, they're heroes, which are above
Perseus is the
humanity.
son of Poseidon, I believe.
Okay.
I don't know.
No, I find it. But,
Well, I don't. I
I don't. Let's
well,
talk more.
tell us something about Stephen Hawking.
I do find
If
it.
you invent a feminist
don't
like
know.
we just did about Stephen Hawking, I think that.
I mean, no.
Yeah, I heard Prometheus was into like really flat people, like so he'd like give them equations to do with fire on a
well,
blackboard.
I feel as
They
though
couldn't-
you've kind of stolen some things from me on that.
all the things. Yeah,
I don't like.
We know more about Stephen Hawking, I suppose, in modern days because it's been represented a lot
Yes.
in media, like the theory of everything. Adam, have you watched that?
the theory of everything. I haven't got round to it yet. It's, I hear it's good though. Didn't Eddie Redmayne win an Oscar
He
for
didn't
that?
win an Oscar for it.
Or was that for the Danish?
I'll tell you, no, he didn't win for the Danish girl. That was came after. He won it for the theory of everything. I'll tell you who should have won. His glasses, because every time his motor neuron disease affects him more, his glasses get more wonky. The glasses don't have the disease, you idiot. Why do they get wonky? That's such a weird thing in the film.
Was that the way they used to describe him getting slightly more?
Yeah, his glasses would be slightly wonkier.
Yeah.
And the more he cheated, the more the straighter they
The
became.
more he lusted out their children, the thicker the glasses got.
Right. See,
Why
I
are the
don't
glasses wonky? Children keep playing with them.
see. I think that like this island lot are getting a bad rap anyway. Like all they did was go on like a lads' weekend to an island. It's like if your
Well,
friend,
they went on a weekend with lads.
yeah. Well, who was
That's
there?
a lad weekend. isn't it?
Clinton.
Well, lads are little boys, aren't they?
Oh, I see. I got you now.
This isn't the Jolly Boys house. This is jollying with boys. Oh, okay.
And then getting outed. There was nothing proven on that island. All the records are kind of sketchy.
They've been destroyed.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Are we really? Are we doing this?
I'd be.
Are we becoming the pedo defender podcast?
I'd be.
Look at the facts. Look at the
No,
list.
I'd be interested to let him continue. Just sit here silently for 10 minutes while Adam goes. Bill Clinton seemed like an okay fella. And,
I've read the Clinton emails. There is no word pedophile in there, but there is a little word pizza. That must be a code. Of some sort.
I think they're just
Or-
eating pizza.
Yeah. Double cheese mushroom. That means hairy. Double sausage.
Double sausage. I don't even want to know.
Double sausage. And all of that is a Mexican boy with no hair. I've read the emails. I've seen the documents. I've been to the restaurant, and they took my gun off me. I'm trying to save these children. But please, why do I get a nice pizza? They gave me a pizza. I'm like, look at the pizza. You just, you dirty bastard.
That's where they go to drink children's blood, you see.
What, at the pizza hut?
Yes, it's
We
called
can't do that
pizza.
anymore because of the EU.
We have.
But he's an all right guy. He's a bit misunderstood. Did cheat on his wife.
But
So not
yeah,
perfect
yeah.
hero. He's a flawed hero. The best kind of hero.
Well, an anti-hero. No, well, he's
No.
not an anti-hero.
He's not an anti-hero. He's
No.
He's not even a hero.
Yeah.
he's a hero.
He is a hero, is he?
Yeah.
So heroes are just allowed to go out and molest.
When did he molest?
Yes.
He's on the list.
He's on the molest list.
You're the list.
The molest. Yeah. Great.
Did all three of us say that?
I
Yeah.
believe so. Yeah.
Fuck, I hate this shit.
I know.
Look, he's science. He did loads of science. He was good at it.
Okay.
Well, but could we have a Stephen Hawking without Prometheus? Let's say Stephen Hawking is a hero, just because it's the theme of the podcast. Let's admire his work. Could Stephen Hawking exist without the spark of creativity that Prometheus gave him?
Well, as he once said, he was parked on the shoulders of giants.
As he once typed.
If he was parked,
No, we shouldn't.
No, we should.
This is what you've done to this podcast.
oh, you've kind of dragged it.
Oh, why have I? I picked like one of the greatest scientists of all time.
Okay, well,
Name 3 other scientists.
Einstein.
yeah, okay.
What's his first
Oppenheimer.
name?
Albert.
Great, fine.
What about Oppenheimer's first name?
Jeff.
Nope.
It's Jeff Oppenheimer. And then
Oppenheimer.
Larry Newton.
Larry Newton. The Late Show with Larry Newton. Hello, everybody.
No, Sir Isaac Newton. Yeah. He's
Yeah,
a
that's easy.
scientist.
Yeah,
You're 3 scientists, fair enough.
You asked me to name
That's
3.
interesting.
Robert
That's
Oppenheimer.
interesting.
I
That with
Who knew?
Isaac fucking Newton, you can say like his theory of like every action there's an equal and opposite reaction. Albert Einstein, you can do the E equals MC squared.
Theory of relativity. Yeah.
What's Stephen Hawking's equivalent to that, please?
Good. Great question.
Yeah, that is a really good question.
What's it like? You can ditch from
If there's grass on the field, play ball.
my wife's age divided by half plus 7. That's the new one.
If it bleeds, it can be butchered.
Oh, Jesus.
Sorry.
Tony spent the weekend at a rugby club.
Mine is quite explicit on this one. I mean, I want to probably
But he wrote a whole book. The others 2 just came out with sentences. He had a whole book.
That's the hill you want to die on.
And thinking Hawking was alive today, he'd have a sentence too.
Hey, there's not enough in that to prosecute the dead anyway.
Yeah, I mean, it would be needless to prosecute him now, surely. But anyway, so Stephen Hawking, non-hero, versus Prometheus, hero of humanity. What are we saying? What do we?
Well,
do we
so
just-
no, also don't forget he did a lot for text to speech as well. That stuff
Did
came
he do
along
that, or did he
decades.
just...
did he benefit from it?
He benefited, yeah.
Yeah, but he brought it into the mainstream.
Oh,
It brought in some...
that's what the mainstream's been lacking. That's what I always felt.
It was at the time. Now it exists. That's how a lot of people get a load of narration done on videos and stuff like that. Text to speech. It's a real thing.
It is a real thing. No one has
Yeah.
denied that.
I don't know enough to stop to say you're wrong.
Well,
But
there
I
you
don't
go.
think text to speech was developed just for this one paedophile.
Yeah, I don't think Stephen Hawking was like, okay, we've covered time now, we've covered space.
Right. What's
Next
next?
up,
Dimension?
text
No
to
text to speech.
Well, how would he have said that if he didn't have text to speech? It was developed a load just as a result.
Morse code.
yeah.
Morse code.
Well,
You can't sit there and do Morse code. Be there all day.
I mean, what else is he going to do?
He's cheat on his wife, apparently.
By the time his breakfast order came in, it was time for lunch.
Bring me a child. Stop.
Yeah, that's brilliant. You don't need to worry about proper grammar when you're doing Morse code or Braille. But he didn't need Braille. He's not blind.
Braille would be tricky for him. They'd have to rub it across his hand.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh God. This.
See our Daredevil episode for more how Braille works.
Look, he's a good guy. He's
Well, he's
misunderstood.
not.
What? Okay. Here's my,
Prometheus relationships, do we know about that?
we don't know a lot about Prometheus' relationships. He doesn't have any famous.
His son was Zeus.
No, not his son. No, Zeus was the son of Kronos.
Right, okay.
Prometheus, he had a brother called Epimetheus, who had a wife called Pandora, who had a famous box.
No.
But I can't remember.
Go on, say something smutty about Pandora's box.
No, it
You
was
know
full
you
of-
want to.
It was full of all the evils of the world. I'm not going to drag this podcast into disrepute. How dare you?
Who's that girl at the bar there? That's Pandora.
It says on Wikipedia that the most the Western classical tradition now is that Prometheus is the figure of human striving, particularly in the quest for scientific knowledge. So you've kind of got two.
Yeah.
In a way, this podcast is the perfect episode. If you had looked at anything up on his name,
Even if he had went on Wikipedia, we'd have a chance.
But
That's
the
about
main thing is
Prometheus.
that he did steal fire, and also he's credited for the creation of humanity from clay and animal sacrifice.
So he's
back to the Brazilian restaurant.
so so he stole fire.
He didn't steal it. He gave it to man. He's had to steal it from the gods.
Got it
to
from
give
the
to man.
gods.
So yeah,
So he's a thief.
Oh, well, okay. I'll tell you the thing about Stephen Hawking is a lot of people don't know. He molested those kids just so they'd be better at sex later on. It's like, these kids need to learn sometime. So
One thing quickly, and I think this might be a thing. Phoebe, can you look up Stephen Hawking plagiarism? Not plague. But it was several other Hawking.
Stephen Hawking Playgroup, that was actually a thing he did on the island.
Yeah, that's what he did. There we go.
Plagiarized his
Black hole theory. Which was
He is quoted saying plagiarism saves.
oh,
Especially if you can't really talk.
that's his quote. Same time. So, well, he's a big time saver, isn't he?
Plagiarism saved time. Yeah, well, that's good.
Plagiarism
Great.
saved a brief history of time.
Yeah.
Hey, he should win for that.
Anyway. Listen, I should win anyway. I feel
Build the ramp, saves time. And more buildings should be wheelchair accessible.
that's true.
Talk to your local council.
Yes.
Yep.
Yeah.
Trying to,
Good place to start.
yeah.
Yeah. Any more questions, Pat? Are we done?
Well, what do you want?
Back to the canal.
Back to the canal. Like, do you have anything else? Oh, you looked up his signature earlier.
that was right. I didn't look it up. It just is on his Wikipedia page.
Yeah.
So is he really afflicted?
It looks
His
like it.
signature is just
It looks like it from the signature. It's pretty messy.
Is he the Stevie Wonder of science? Stevie Wonder isn't blind.
famously not blind. Yeah.
What? So are you saying Stephen Hawking famously doesn't do science?
I'm thinking Stevie Wonder,
Stevie
maybe
Wonder
the
doesn't
same
do
guy.
science.
Maybe Stevie Hawking and Stevie Wonder are the same guy. Maybe it's us that are blind.
Stevie Hawking, Stevie Nicks. Yeah, that one nigga. While he walks, Stephen Hawking. Ooh, baby, ooh. What else is this podcast? Come on.
I know.
Yeah. Come on. What questions have you got for us?
I love how you put it on Pat, like he's done this to this episode. You've done this to this episode.
Stephen Hawking is a legit hero, and I will have no one say a bad
How
word
do
about
you
him.
know that when you know nothing about him?
I know.
And also, we've said that one.
Say something. Say just anything we don't know already.
He had a really successful marriage for the first 40 years.
See, look, listen to this.
Well, we know that he was cheating on.
Yeah, but up to then it's really good.
You see, you have no way knowing that. You're saying it because you know he was married.
No, he got married in 1962 in Hertfordshire. St Albans. Yeah,
Everyone gets married there.
which was his hometown at the time, and his wife continued to live in London up until I read the first paragraph of his early life.
Yeah, exactly. This is just embarrassed. You're the only one of us who has time.
Yeah, a string of time.
And why do I have time? Because Stephen Hawking invented it. So,
Yeah. Well, yeah.
who would win in a fight?
Yes.
Who would win a fight?
Yes. Prometheus smushes Stephen Hawking.
No. But they both pick. Actually, no, they still win. I'll say both of them pick a champion. But no, Titan versus Stephen Hawking mate from Cambridge.
Stephen Hawking's like, there's a couple of tough guys in St. Albans. You wait.
My best man used to be on the canoe squad. Canoe squad. What am I talking about? Rowing. The canoe squad.
The canoe squad is the thing that we were doing, but down by the canal.
Canoe squad.
Rowing our little boats, my friend.
So
Listen, get out of the comments. We could indeed row if we wanted to.
bro, but big enough.
Okay, what else has Prometheus done if he's so good?
Well, instead of create mankind.
Yes,
Create
creating mankind, giving us the ability to think for ourselves. Now, he hasn't given us all that ability. I should note, he picked and chose, it seems.
Yeah.
Yeah, fair enough.
What would it be like to be their friends?
Okay.
Well, we'll start with Adam this time because it's.
I think it'd be really cool. It'd be good to be friends with Stephen Hawking. You'd win at all the pub quizzes. That's handy. Think of all the bards.
How many pub quizzes are like, what is 37,000 times 28 million?
That's the smartest question you can think of.
I didn't.
Well, yeah,
I wish
it wouldn't be bad. Like he couldn't name the Spice Girls.
I don't think he'd be as good at like general knowledge. Like if something.
No.
Well, you couldn't take his phone away from him.
But I've got all that.
His phone's keeping him alive.
Got that. So
But I've got all that.
you're just waiting for somebody to come up with 427 divided by I.
That's See, I can't do that, but I do know Spice Girls' third number one.
What is Spice Girls' third number one?
Well, first one was Wannabe. Then you had two become one. Then it was oh fuck. Huh?
Don't give it to him.
Yeah. See?
Well, the first two right.
He didn't even hear it. Oh, okay.
All right. Let's see if you have a chance. You gonna say stop?
What's the one that goes back seat? Yeah, hold tight.
I believe that might be by the Backstreet Boys.
Backstreet back. All right.
Back. Shake it to the left if you're having a good time. That one.
Oh, that's
What's that one called?
the one with go. Sorry,
Is that who you? Oh, that was the that was the third one. Yeah, I remember now.
the one you're talking about. Spice up your life.
Spice up your life. That was their
We're
fifth
talking
one.
about the yellow man from Timbuktu. Yellow man in Timbuktu.
But actually, according to the official singles chart, it goes Wannabe, To Become One, Say You'll Be There.
Oh.
6, and the one that I said stop is actually at 9.
Oh,
Well, there you go. And guys, welcome back to another episode of Spice Girls Trivia, where we learn the order and, in fact,
What happened?
importance of
What happened to Mel A? Why was she so conveniently dropped from the Spice Girls? Stood for anus?
what was so scary about Scary Spice.
Did Stephen Hawking catch up with Baby Spice? Well, that's his favourite. What would it be like to be Prometheus, mate? We've got pub quizzes.
Prometheus made
third pub quizzes. Well, don't introduce him to your wife. Probably not a good idea. But like, it's be good down the football because you get to sit down the front. Same with the darts. You get early access into most theatres. You get to get on the plane earlier if you're going on holiday.
to
To a little island.
Don't talk to me, I'm just using it to get on don't jump queues at Disney World. It'd be great to have this, mate. Could Prometheus even sit on a vine?
Prometheus has magic. We don't need it. He has
We've all got
magic.
magic or femme.
Okay. Prometheus
Yeah,
friends.
sorry.
I don't think he's the best pal in the world because Zeus was his best friend.
Yeah.
But he was constantly tricking him. Prometheus was the trickster of that community, and he was always tricking him. He stole the fire. The animal sacrifice thing as well was a trick. I can't remember all the details.
This is a bit of a trickster as well.
Yeah, but
There'll be a woman
Prometheus-
by a pond, like, is that a swan? I'm like, yeah, I'm a swan.
all women want to fuck a swan.
I think they give birth to some half swan boy.
Oh.
I'm Swanniest. You're a monster.
Yes, and the Pandora's box, that was a trick from Zeus as well.
Yeah.
Um,
Yeah. Oh god. Yes, go on. I got the final question finally.
So yes, Prometheus's pal. I think that might be the chink in his armor a little bit because he's not like the best friend in the world, but he's always looking out for the little guy, you know. Whereas I am out.
Is it? Well, I suppose.
Well, so Stephen Hawking.
Couldn't be listener to him.
Yeah, Stephen Hawking's looking out for the little guy.
He's definitely looking out for the little guy. He's look at you trying to solve that equation.
Show me a little guy.
Look at you.
Or they're being all little.
See? Yeah. See, they both look out for the little
We
guy.
at least have a joke in the podcast. That's pretty good.
Yeah.
There's been loads.
So speaking of, what's the dirtiest joke concept? A black hole or Pandora's box?
That's the last question. 13.
It doesn't have to be. Depends on how long we've done.
Not long. Oh, we have actually. We're cool.
Yeah.
Sorry, listener email that was real.
Sorry, listener email.
We asked what time it
Next
was.
time you
What's the-
next time you send an email, could you please reference the fact that Adam's picking non-heroes for non-existent listeners? God damn it. Anyway, Pandora's box, funny combination of words for sure. So probably beats black hole because
Really? Come on, be
well,
fair.
everybody knows what a black hole is in science terms. Pandora's box, you could trick a couple of people with that,
well, thinking it's science.
thinking that it's something fun.
Yeah. Who's that at the bar there? Oh, that's black. What's she about?
Probably wouldn't say that.
What if the name? Well, you can't say black anymore.
Yeah, you can't say
Even if
black.
the name's black, his name's Blacksmith.
People.
Oh, that's a job.
Yeah.
Black. No.
Yeah.
What shadow could you have when you call your son? No, you wouldn't call your son black.
I think Blake is what you're looking for.
No, I'm being very serious about it. Because there are people called Scarlet.
Yeah.
Yes,
Yeah,
about,
Reds.
oh, we know one. Yeah, that's
Yeah.
true.
Red
I know-
is the name.
Yeah, and
Scarlet's the name.
Scarlet name.
Those are both just shades of red, though. Has anybody got
Yeah, maybe they got to be red based.
no, Violet.
violet?
Let's go Reds.
Kind of red.
Half-
20 minutes doing this.
Red.
No, I think we've come to the impasse of this.
Yes.
We've just been going around in circles, which Stephen Hawking popularized.
But he had one wheel smaller than the other.
Yeah.
He was into that.
When he was on his penny father, which unfortunately he crashed. And that's what led to his unfortunate condition.
God, this is the worst episode ever. I'm sorry, listener.
No, look, they don't know. Just tell them it's great, and they won't know the difference.
I've enjoyed this episode.
Yeah, see, it's been
good.
I
great.
want a new brand of medication. Stephen Hawking, even because there's a lot to Stephen Hawking's life. If we look at the Epstein years, you know, when you look at pre-Berlin,
Yeah,
quite a lot of good work there. But it's led with controversy. However, Prometheus, despite being a trickster, you could say fought for the little guy, and without him, there would be no heroes, no matter if Prometheus is a hero himself or not. So this is quite a difficult one in one way. In another more real way, it's very easy, and Prometheus is the winner.
Thank you, sir. Thank you, Pat.
No, it's someone.
Yeah. When Adam strikes again.
This has been fun concept. Next episode will be hosted by and
It's me. I win, so I host.
yeah.
yeah, and the heroes will be and
Nice.
Yeah.
full stop.
No, it's going to be and some bloke from the bar who keeps fighting people after a whiskey that Adam picked.
It'll be Henry Kissinger. But that's it.
He was a hero to a lot of people.
No,
It's going to be incredibly effective logistics expert. Oh no, I've lost it. Adolf. The guy who did the.
Adolf Hitler.
No,
Can you not remember the name?
No,
of Adolf
Eichmann.
Hitler?
Eichmann. Damn it! It would have been funny had I remember the name right.
Yeah.
Anyway, you know.
Do it again. God.
I mean,
Yeah. Next week we'll open the can.
promise you that can's getting open right now.
Next week, see if this can's open next week. I've been Patrick Brosnan.
I've been Adam Green.
Hi, I'm Hugh Pico.
Thank you for listening. Share, like, subscribe. We love you.
Stop calling us fat in the comments.
Cool.